You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Real World After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Real World After Show.
I hear you
Real World Spring Break! Yeah! Yo, what up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy, DJ Jesse Janedy, in the studio. We're about to do a rundown of The Real World, Season 28.
Oh, my God.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
And we're gonna die young.
No. What the hell was that? I was
Really
with you till then. No, that's not
You were with
how.
me till what?
Until you said we were gonna die.
Oh, I ain't dying young.
No.
It's just Kesha. I'm just going with the flow. All right, so it's your boy DJ Jesse, joined in studio with Nicolette Gaona.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. Every Wednesday. Rocking OP tonight. Other people's ego. Shout out.
Girl, sit down. It ain't that kind of party.
Always a party like that for me, honey.
All right.
Okay.
We have the one, the only Roxy Striar.
I'm so excited for my mustache.
It was a whole mustache thing. We just didn't do it.
Oh, damn, I didn't get one.
And then
I don't want one.
joining us new this season is Miss Drea Renee.
What's up, y'all? I'm so excited. You guys are cray-cray.
We're
So
about
glad
to
you're joining us.
And I'm right where I should be.
we're about to taint her. So all right,
Yes.
let's get into this. We met the new cast tonight. Thoughts overall? Cool cast. Seem like they're gonna give us what we need.
It's gonna be a
I
great
definitely
season.
think so.
So-
What? You didn't think they were great?
No,
What?
I
She
said.
said, I think she thinks.
Oh,
I
they said you
don't.
didn't.
I
was
definitely
gonna say.
think so.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty rad and well-rounded. I
Did
got
you-
really mad.
I know she was very offended. She's like, it was good, right?
I took it very personally.
All right, so Portland, kind of an awkward place, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think you'd end the real world with a bang.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Oh, thank you, Marissa. That's perfect. This is the last season of Real World contract-wise. They could go forward with
okay.
another season if this one does well. I've noticed some changes from this season from other seasons.
Right.
I feel like they picked their people very specifically this season.
And how come? What kind of roles were they trying to fill? You mean based on who their audience is, or?
I think the whole Portland thing it's very American, but it still has like this fun little funky weird side to it. You're gonna get the hipsters involved with it. The cast is very like.
I don't know how to describe them.
Yeah, I don't.
They're all over the place.
It's kind of trendy.
It is
like-
very. Everyone is very
Yeah.
trendy.
I agree.
It is.
And the place is trendy, and
You
the
got
house
the-
is trendy.
You got the Hooters girl. You
Right.
got the football player. You have
the model.
Right, the model,
Mm-hmm.
the little innocent girl. Like
Right.
everyone fits something, and then we're gonna get a new girl who just is like Bad Girls Club.
Bringing
They're
down the
like, "Let's
house.
Oh,
Throw her in
Like
there.
she's on the wrong
Totally.
show.
Right.
right. She needs to be on Bad Girls Club.
All right, so let's go through some of the people. Avery, 21. She has a dog, Daisy. Love Daisy.
Oh yeah.
and
so
she's from
cute.
Zona.
Arizona, and I'm actually gonna send my brother to that Hooters because I wonder if she still works there. I know
Oh,
exactly.
I mean, yes, like after the show, like when it starts, like they probably go right back to work.
No, I think
Yeah.
that usually they're in LA for a little bit
Oh,
filming,
right.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
they
yeah,
go
they go
back. But like in a month's time, I would send them over.
Right. Well, this has been done filming. They filmed this a long time ago because
Oh,
some of the
right.
cast is already
Yeah.
gone on the challenge.
Yeah, but we know that they are in LA as of last
Right.
week. So.
Yeah.
All of them, right?
Oh, I bet they'll be good on the challenge.
Well, I think Jessica's one of the girls. I don't know.
Is
about-
Marlon on the
really?
challenge? Because he should
I
probably.
don't think he was on.
Oh,
the challenge.
really?
I don't think so.
Oh, I feel like he put himself on there or something.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So Avery's a Hooters girl. I mean, she's by far, I think the prettiest one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Jessica now. I didn't think Avery was the cutest one.
Are you gonna
anymore.
go back to
I'm
Jessica?
gonna go back to Jessica.
No, I'm not saying anything bad about Jessica, but I think Avery's gorgeous.
Yeah. And what did you think of her
Okay.
personality?
Avery is naturally gorgeous, but it's Alex, right?
No.
Oh, what did we call her?
Jessica?
Oh yeah, Jessica. She looks like an Alex. I don't know.
Let's change the name.
She kind of does look like an Alex.
Right?
I see that.
Okay,
She does,
thanks. No, Jessica, but she has that like really innocent, but she could be kind of like crazy.
Yeah, because
type
she
of
does the dirt
cuteness.
bike riding and stuff.
Right.
So
I think
like
she's
her.
pretty. Yeah,
I like that she's
I'm with
curvy,
Jessica.
too.
Jessica Alex.
yeah, but I do like her, but I think this is like such a new experience for her. I mean, she is like church girl, and now
Right,
coming
right.
here, it's like, oh my god.
I don't know about
I don't
church girl
see
because she
that,
was
yeah.
talking about I want to be in Playboy. Like,
Did you see her at the porn club though?
But that's-
I mean,
that's
the
what-
stripper
She
club.
was tripping. She gave the $1 like she was just like,
I think. Well, that's what I was
okay.
saying. Right after the strip club, she's like, "Dang, okay.
she's like, wait, they
I be
be,
up there." You know
she's like, they be making money like that.
$100 bill.
All I gotta do is show my butt.
Bands will make you dance.
They said I had a bubble butt, so what?
Yeah, she's from North Carolina, and she was the one wearing that little thong.
I could see her hooking up with Marlon.
Oh.
Oh, I can see that.
All these girls had nice little
She gonna,
bodies.
she gonna
They
get that black
did.
mamba and she gonna be turned out.
I hate
Black
him, though.
Mamba.
All right, so yeah, that's Jessica, 21, from North Carolina, the sheltered little girl. And she actually meets up with Johnny.
My favorite.
I love Johnny.
Probably my favorite too. 21, Massachusetts.
Repping the mass, baby.
He had to explain he's really into girls. Okay, thank
Right,
you.
'cause yeah.
He's from Bridgewater, Massachusetts. It's really close to where I'm from. Thoughts of him?
He definitely seems like the most put together out of all the guys, and I think that's why we tend
Put
to like
together
him.
how?
Put together as, you know, I think he is just young and fun, 21-year-old normal fun guy. Yeah, you know, we might see like a tempers here and there, but I think overall though,
pulls it together.
he knows what he wants, you know. Like Marlon, he's more of that like sarcastic out there guy, and what's the other guy's name?
Jordan.
Sorry, I'm gonna get the names of these. Jordan, you know, obviously seems like he has some issues. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I have a couple things to say about Johnny. First of all, I like that the first thing that we learned about. What? Of course, I have a couple things to say. Is that what we're laughing at? Yeah, whatever, guys.
Wait till we start talking about CT. You know, I'm just kidding.
He's the love of my life. Okay,
Got
I
it.
like that the first thing we learn about Johnny is he says that he wanted to know what Jessica was thinking about him because he's always thinking about what other people are thinking. And I thought that was
love him.
endearing.
It's very
and
Boston of
It's
him.
very Boston, yeah. Like even
Very
when
insecure,
even
though.
when you should be thinking about what you're thinking about, instead you're thinking about what the other person thinks of you. So I thought that was interesting. I love that he's from Boston. I actually think he's probably the least put together of the guys in terms of like he doesn't get, you know, he's gonna throw on a t-shirt and jeans. The other ones seem like they
that's
pamper
put together
themselves.
though for me. Like he just knows what he's gonna put on: a t-shirt and some shorts.
He's a
You
simple
don't gotta
guy.
think. He's
Yeah,
simple.
he's more simple. We know
Yeah.
he's a chef, so I think that's cool.
Oh,
that's
wait.
so
I thought he
hot.
said bartender. Did he say chef?
No,
Yeah,
Oh, well,
he
he
said
said
chef.
both.
Okay.
And I like that he said that his mom said, "You better not go in the house and be a slut." And he says, "Maybe I'll find a girlfriend there, Ma."
I know. I love him. He's so
Maybe I'll find a girlfriend there,
wholesome.
Ma.
He was the only one that I was like, you know what? This guy would definitely be a buddy of mine.
Yeah, no, he
We'd be
seems really
buddies.
cool, really fun. One thing I will say, I feel like he's going to be the most put together person. I think he's the most simple,
Yeah.
but out of all the guys, he seems like he's going to be able to grow from the experience.
Yes.
Marlon kind of seems like he's gonna be that guy
The douchebag guy. No.
from the beginning to the end.
Right.
Jordan seems like whatever issues he has, he's had them for a long time, and
And he doesn't seem like he's able to like change anything.
Yeah.
And Johnny seems open to like exploring and figuring things out.
Because we acting like the real world is. They'd be like, she's my best friend. You met her 3 hours ago. We just saw these people for 45 minutes, and we just reading
Exactly. I
them
love
for
you.
filth. All right. Okay. So now this one we kind of felt a little indifferent to. Joy, 22, from
I
Seattle.
can't decide what
Nipple
I feel
piercing.
about
First
her.
thing, her nipples are pierced. They're diamond. They're no door knockers.
Boobs are real.
You know what I get from her is like a streetwalker talker. I don't know, like someone who just is just talking and talking and talking. It's just like shut up, like just shut up.
I didn't
You're
feel that
so
way
annoying.
at all
I
about
totally
her.
think she's
What
so
did you get?
obnoxious and just ugh.
No, I really didn't have a problem with her. I liked that she was in Playboy, and she's like, "Yeah, I was in Playboy." You
I
know.
ain't talking about Playboy, girl. I'm talking about just everything.
I am talking about Playboy, hence why
Okay,
I brought it
we'll
up.
let you talk about
I'm just
Playboy.
saying, I think that she is a cool chick. I like when people do things and they're confident about it. They stick to their guns, and honestly, I have no problem with her. thought she would be a little crazier because we know that she doesn't stay on the show. So I
Right.
have no idea what eventually happens. I kind of thought that she would be like batshit, but really she didn't seem that way. So I'm really curious.
It could maybe be another issue or something.
Yeah.
She could be bipolar. I mean,
Or
because she
somebody
seems a
could-
little overly friendly.
Yeah,
She's
I
just
don't.
obnoxious.
I can't decide about her because she seems nice, but her overconfidence, like I don't like her. Like I'm with you. Something about it just irks me.
Well,
I was in Playboy.
right. Well, and so what I get from her is like she befriends the. Whoa.
Is this our Playboy theme song?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
And play.
Welcome to Portland, y'all. Apparently they have southern accents. When I looked at her, I mean the nipple thing caught me off guard, and it was just like, really, girl? I mean, I do Bad Girls Club too, so
It's her audition tape,
when the first
though.
thing, yeah, but when the first thing, I mean, everyone else got auditioned. The Hooters thing was cute, you know what I mean? The nipple thing, sure,
And
whatever, fine.
Hooters and Rigger.
Right.
That was cute.
Now with Joy, and then she befriends Jessica, and just the whole like, oh my god, I have those in pink. We're gonna be best friends.
It's like-
And then all of a sudden she drops the bond. Yeah, I was in Playboy at 18. Like, whoa, who are you?
Yeah,
Which maybe your life story is really cool, and I hope that. Well, I don't hope. I don't know. I hope it doesn't that she gets into a fight with somebody. I hope she has to leave because of something she has to handle more so.
Right.
I'm kind of nervous
she
about
seems
that. I
like-
feel like that's
yeah.
what it is. Like something's going on at home.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
agree.
think too.
She doesn't seem very confrontational.
But she leaves so quickly, so I think that's probably something at home.
It has to
So
be.
especially so quickly that already in the preview they're showing the new girl.
And they don't show her at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never show her. So
That's
Um,
crazy.
So then we get Marlon from Texas, a military brat. Dad is a pastor. No sex in high school, no drugs. Went to college tech, and he's a football player. And I
doing
hated.
it, but you work at Home Depot. What? Like nothing against Home Depot. I love Home Depot.
No,
Get it?
but for real, you sitting there like the girls see me and they say,
They get
"You're
it.
Marlon Williams." Oh yeah, like no. Oh no.
No, catch me in my orange vest. All
Wow.
When you guys talk about just like
Yeah,
being
handyman,
that
okay.
cocky, the way you guys describe Joy is the way that I think of Marlon. Like he's just like
That's why they'd be a good match.
he's all yeah, totally. He's all about himself, and you know, even like he's just is one of those people to me. Even when he's not doing this, what he's really doing is. Like, you know what I mean? Like even when he's not, like that's what I'm hearing in my head, like him snapping at me and like it's just like, girl.
It's like there are times where I want to like him because he does, like I don't know, he comes down to a normal level, and he reminds me of Leroy. And maybe it's just the
Yeah.
voice that reminds me of him.
It's the voice.
But then he does something, and it's like, oh my god, dude, you are just off your damn rocker.
Yeah, I can't get it with him. Like I just yo son, yo bro. I'm like, can we turn
yeah,
it
bro.
down?
Like, aren't you
Turn
from
it down.
Texas?
At
Thank
least
you.
I liked that he admitted that the chicks that they bagged were nasty.
Okay, that made me like him a little bit. I was
Yeah.
like, he's not delusional, right?
Yeah.
Or, like make you like him until what happened afterwards.
Yeah.
So after Marlon, we get Jordan, 22, Oklahoma. Was a football player, became a national cheerleader and a wakeboarder, and he's missing fingers.
Yeah, he won 4 national championships, which I thought was pretty tight. Especially
really cool.
because he's missing his fingers. And honestly, like, he is going to be the drama of the show, and I really like him.
It's surprising
Yeah.
to me. I didn't think he was going to be that guy, but he is that guy. I think because he overcompensates. He feels like he always has to prove something. That's just what I think.
Well,
I could see that.
yeah, and I mean, we went to an after show for MTV, and we can't say too much, but I mean, he was one of the people we saw, and I don't know, I really
I really liked him.
You did?
I
Yeah,
really like
He
him
gives
too.
the drama, but it's still
He's honest about it.
he has redeemable qualities.
Okay.
that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's brutally honest, like
Yeah,
to a
what?
fault.
But we did not know his hand was like that.
We didn't
Oh.
because I saw it this episode. I was like,
Say
and
what?
we saw him in person too, and I was like, we didn't see that. So like, I don't know.
We were
Yeah.
just
There's
caught
so
off
much I
guard.
want to say that
know.
we signed a contract, and I wish I read it so I knew what
What
I can and cannot say.
So we'll get back to you
We'll
guys
save it.
episodes.
But what I will say is that for a good amount of time during the after show, they were speaking about something about his hand, and we still didn't notice.
And
So-
still didn't get it
So-
until tonight.
I don't know, but I don't know. I
funny.
thought that was cool, and like the way that he handled it. It could be awkward when somebody asks you, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't have a hand from birth." But the way he was like, it was a gator. I like that he like made light of the situation and made it so that Marlon was comfortable, and I thought that was cool.
I
Yeah.
believed it when he said that.
I did too.
I did too. I was like, wait, why did he say it in his interview tape?
I was
What's
like, first of all,
happening?
where are
In
you?
his interview tape, he said he was born with it, so we were all dumb because we was all like,
A gator?
No way, a gator.
That's a cool story.
Wait, he was wakeboarding a gator? And then I'm thinking, are there gators in the ocean?
Me
Right,
too.
that's, I was like, wait a minute, where are you wakeboarding?
Right, I'm like, he wakeboarded in creeks and shit.
You
There
guys
ain't no
were all
flies
saying
on
that, and I was like, you guys, he's kidding. Guys,
And I'm
he's
tripping. I'm like, pause this.
Okay, and then finally, last but not least, Anastasia, 22. She goes by the nickname Bard. She
very
has
fitting.
no
very
fitting.
fitting.
She has no father.
Ah.
Her real dad is an alcoholic, so something's going on there. She's always going on adventures, and she's in a serious relationship.
Is she getting on my damn
Yeah.
last nerve?
Wow, and
Okay.
she seems like she don't be going on any adventures because she don't seem adventurous.
When you meet
stuck
people,
up the butt, okay.
I understand that this is the real world and it's a different situation, but when you meet people and when the first 20 minutes of meeting them, you're like, my father's an alcoholic and I don't really have one, whatever. Like, can you just be a little fun at first?
Right,
And then
exactly.
get to know somebody? I have a major issue with that. And also, when we met her at the after show, she seemed so different than she seemed on TV to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
so quiet, she barely spoke, and she seemed very poised.
Well, who knows what drama has happened
Yeah,
between
right.
but
them.
now in this
Right,
show, she's
right.
like, oh, I have a boyfriend. First of all, do not come on the show with a boyfriend. I have another problem with that.
Like, have you not seen Real World?
Yeah,
Right.
and second of all, she's like, oh, and Jordan this and Jordan that. She takes no blame on herself, and she picks on people for issues that she is not involved in, and that I have
Or
another
she's
problem with.
hate when people do
insecure,
that.
or she's insecure about. I mean, I think the whole father situation, it goes back to her and Avery. Like, they both were like, oh my god, yay! Like,
Yeah.
obviously, y'all still have a problem about it. Y'all just taking out like
Crying because they were ranking your butts just because
Yeah.
you don't have. Are you for real?
Like, who gives a shit?
They didn't
Who
even
cares?
what the
Well,
ranking was.
speaking of
Shake
ranking,
what your mama gave you, girl.
Okay.
Speaking of ranking, shout out to you guys at home. Please hit us up on iTunes. What we need you to do is go on iTunes, search Real World AfterBuzz, subscribe to us, rate us 5 stars, and then leave us a comment. If you leave us a comment with your Twitter handle, we will give you a shout out on the show next week.
Yes, we will.
So subscribe, rate, leave us a comment. And
it.
also call us. We're at 424-256-1633. I know you guys were excited for this to come back and for
Yeah.
AfterBuzz to be back with the Real World. It's been long, but I'm kind of actually happy that we took such a long break between the challenge and the Real World.
Right, me
Because
too.
I was still kind of invested in St. Thomas, in the character, in like the group from St. Thomas.
I was, yeah, me too.
You know, so now I can get into these people.
Right.
All right. So they get to the house. Marlon's bugging out like he ain't never seen a damn house before.
Okay, son.
First of all, you work at Home Depot, so you've seen all the
Ping
shit in
pong
the house.
tables. Ping pong tables.
Oh my God, we got bikes! Like, boy.
Oh my God.
Bruh,
He's
we
like,
got
yo, that's a
bikes!
door,
Okay,
yo.
you guys are being really picky right now. He was excited because he moved into a new house.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
you just don't particularly like him.
I
So
know, we
anytime he does
don't.
anything that like could be taken as annoying, you're
Exactly.
taking
Well,
that
he's
way.
breathing. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, I
annoyed.
can understand if he came in like, oh wow, this is so set up cool, like, oh shit, like that looks so awesome, but it's like ping pong tables, bikes. Like,
I just think he's probably very aware of the camera and is constantly trying to
Yes.
be excited for us.
Well,
and
that
I'm just
too.
like, I need you to take a breath and just chill for a second.
For 1 second.
Yeah, but 1
You know
second.
when I really noticed that? I couldn't even give the exact what conversation was, but if you rewind the episode and go when they were out eating dinner, he was talking across the table and he looked out the side of his eye and I forget what he said and I was like, he wouldn't have normally said that. He
Right.
really only just said, he
Yeah.
said it the way he said it because he knows he's on
And
camera.
he was
Right.
sitting sideways. Like he was
Yeah.
sitting to the
I
side.
can't
like he
remember what he
cheats
said.
out kind of like the way you would if you
Yeah.
were on stage.
You were
Right.
an actor.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a
cheat
minute,
out.
should I yell at her stage left?
Hold up, bro. Where you gonna stand at? Okay,
yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah, exactly. What's my lighting? Like, no, and I think I give him credit for trying to make good TV, but at the same time, I think it would make better TV if you weren't trying to make good TV.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because we notice.
Right.
Yeah.
So do.
Right.
You ain't fooling us.
Clearly, we be picking up everything. Like, then Marlon and Jordan are sitting outside. They're talking about girls. Marlon thinks Joy's fine. Of course she would, because she looks like she would be in, like...
Playboy.
And-
I
oh, she
gonna say,
was.
She would be on, like, X-Tube or something.
Their whole reaction to her being in Playboy, I'm like, are you serious? What are you guys, like 10?
Yeah, that was pathetic. They're like,
OMG.
she was hot before, but now she's so much hotter. Like,
Oh, Playboy.
First of all, the picture... She was very pretty in the picture, but, like, it was
She's
literally...
high.
It was a butt shot. It was... And she was, like, laying... It was very... Actually, it was very classy
Yeah,
as
it
far
was
as what it
good.
was.
It was very classy.
No, but I'm saying
It was all right.
for Playboy, when I see Playboy, I feel like we're gonna get a little.
We're gonna
extra,
spread eagle, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even spread eagle, but like get a little bit of extra meat. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
like, I see your nipple. I'm like, because it's Playboy, honey.
Exactly.
And so then the three of them are in the confessional looking at it like little kids, like you ain't never seen. First of all,
Thank you.
you could
Yeah.
Google a hotter Asian girl than her
Yes.
and look at her naked.
Yeah.
have big mouths.
It's weird to me. You were talking about casting before, and I think it's interesting that they cast these three guys because all three of these guys are like kind of macho guys.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have the typical real world setup where there's like one guy who's gay or a
Right.
guy who's more feminine or artsy or something. Like they all could be bros. So I think that's very interesting.
But they're all so different, though.
Yeah,
they all have
absolutely.
different insecurities. They all have different reactions to certain things. You know
But I
what
think
I mean?
the blanket is they're like a frat group.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're like frat bros.
One of I forget who said brought up the gay guy. I don't think a gay guy would really add anything to this
It
group.
wouldn't.
I don't feel like the guys would feel threatened by him.
No, but I
don't-
feel like a lesbian would.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Or
our
a tranny.
Or a tranny.
Oop.
Hey.
That's what I told y'all.
And you never
We'll
know
see
what's
the
coming.
future.
You
You
don't
never know what's coming. We never know.
because we've got a lot of people from the South here, so you don't know what people. I mean, you could be from the North and have opinions too, but I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, not every real world cast had to have, you know,
No, definitely not.
gay or lesbian. Like, you know,
No, I'm just saying.
maybe
it-
that's
with
why
this
they did
cast,
it.
It just make the
It
whole
makes
bro
it
thing
perfect,
seems like
yeah.
it's gonna fit in perfect
God, it's
with this
so
whole thing because
cheesy.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be guys versus girls.
Yeah, I'm just commenting on
Yeah.
it. I'm not saying anything more than that. I'm just commenting.
But
same.
That's what we
Just
do here. We
commenting
just
off of your
comment.
comments.
so
The show.
Johnny making the dog food was so cute.
Oh, I love him.
Avery, I feel like that's when Avery really
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
she's
was
like, you're paying attention to my dog. I'm gonna pay attention.
Because
to
that's
you.
our baby. So
And
with
she
women
noticed-
with kids, it's like, oh,
Yep.
hey.
And like she
Good
said
with
later with the
kids.
girls, she said, if my dog doesn't like you, that tells me something.
Ah,
Right.
yes, she did.
I
So
totally feel that
She
too.
really goes with what her dog's instincts are. It was just kind
Like that dog didn't like that girl's eyebrows, so he
Oop.
like tripped out. I
of
think.
nobody liked that.
I would not disagree with that dog.
One thing adding to the production value of the show, notice the confessional is a laptop.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
cool.
And it's a Mac because you could see the little scrolling thing
I
at the
like that.
bottom. I thought it was cool. I think it's kind of trying to make it
Trendy?
more trendy. Exactly.
Yes.
Very trendy. But so the girls are talking about the guys now. Avery says, "No, guys, here's my type." Girl, bye. You know you were
Girl,
sweating.
see ya.
Right. You know you were sweating him. She doesn't want drama. I can't fall in love in 3 months.
It's always those people. It's always those people every show.
Girl,
Why don't you just say what you mean to say? Like, obviously, you know yourself better than that. So
Right.
why are you saying I can't do this and nobody here's my type? Like, it's not embarrassing to say you have a crush on somebody. So just
Just
say
say
it.
it.
Now-
It's embarrassing to say you don't and then to make out with somebody that night.
question for the girls
point.
because mentally as a female, so we know she's independent, we know she doesn't have family. Would a girl like that be more off-putting to guys, or do we think that
No.
she would be more like clingy to a guy because she wants that affection and attention, which she's already doing with her dog? Like, you really couldn't. I guarantee you the dog came because she has like a anxiety problem.
Yes.
or like a
Absolutely.
doctor's note.
It's
or
like an
something.
emotional dog.
Yeah.
Here's
For
what
sure.
I'll say. As a person individually, I look for broken things that I can fix. I know that about myself, and I think that takes a certain kind of person.
I love that you.
I think that she is kind of like she has that appeal on people. She is kind of broken. She's missing pieces, and Johnny clearly is attracted to that and wants to help. Not that he wants to be her daddy, but wants to fill a void. And I think that is a good pairing then, if you're somebody who likes to fix and you're somebody who wants to be fixed. So I do think that she is somebody who could be a little clingy, but I don't think that's going to bother Johnny.
No, yeah.
And I don't think she was the type to have different boyfriends all the time. I don't think she was ever needy for a guy.
Right.
Just because she has been so independent. If I was so independent, I mean, well, yeah.
But that's
You
usually
know,
like a
you don't really
facade
need
when
a
people
man.
like come out like, I'm independent, I can do things on my own, everything's fine.
And then you
they
break
like
down.
break
Yeah,
down.
Okay,
totally.
that's what I wanted to get from you guys is just kind of understand.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But what I did like about her was that she didn't seem so judgmental when she was like, my parents didn't support me, but if they did, I would have taken it.
Right.
And Johnny's
Right.
like, mine totally did. And she's like, that's fine,
And I love
she
that,
wasn't
yeah.
she-
All judgy.
Right. She
Yeah.
wasn't like, I do this, so you guys, oh my God, you live with your parents? That's lame. Like, she was just kind of talking. I thought that was cool.
She said she didn't get a college degree. She's independent. And then that's where Johnny starts realizing, like, oh, wait a minute.
Love
might be in the air here.
Hey.
Now, do you feel there was a little sparks in the air for Jordan and Bird? Now, he made 2 comments. The first comment, when the guys were talking about him, Marlon brought up every other girl except her, and then Jordan brought up Bird and was like, she got legs for days.
He's all, she aight.
Yeah, and then Marlon was like,
No,
she
he
alright.
said she's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she's
he
cool.
does-
She's cool.
Doesn't say anything about her looks. Yeah, she seemed like a cool girl.
And then he's he's bringing up about the cigarette, smoking a cigarette, asking her about relationship. Would she ever cheat? I mean, do you think he's just?
I wrote that down. I was like, Jordan Anastasia, if like she didn't have a boyfriend, he would probably go for it. And since she did, all of a sudden he's tripping.
Yeah, he definitely was crushing on her. I mean,
Yeah.
that's for sure. I'm sure he would admit that too.
You don't think that?
I don't see that
Oh.
at all.
Really?
I mean, like, especially for somebody who's gonna be tripping off at somebody, like.
But he did it the kindergarten way. Like he's hitting her, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
likes her.
I just don't see it. No,
Oh.
I don't.
I think
Why are you
that
smoking?
I think that if we hadn't seen them in the after show first, you would see it more. But there was clearly like no chemistry with them on stage at all. That maybe that's why we don't see it as
I
much.
do feel like he likes tall girls.
I could see that.
Yeah, because a lot of guys, when they describe somebody, they're like, she's really tall, and they mean that as like too tall for me kind of thing. He was like, she's really tall and like a Barbie doll and gorgeous.
Is he short?
Yeah. Well, he's like mid height.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was hard
5'8",
because
5'9".
she's so damn tall. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't-
Yeah, she was so tall.
So yeah, Joy and Jessica, they say they love each other, and it's like, I yell at the bad girls for this. It's like,
know.
you know what this damn show is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, have y'all not seen it?
Can y'all sit down, have a conversation,
Keep it
like learn
real.
each other?
At the same time, we have to remember we don't know how far in that was.
True.
It could have actually been a month in, and they used that bit
Yeah,
there.
editing does.
But
yeah.
it was I'm with you guys. Even if it was a month in, I'm still like, just that our generation with the word love, it's annoying.
Yes.
And I have to say, I've done it too before. Like, I'll be really drunk, and I'm like, girl, I love you. And then
Yeah.
I even hear myself say it. I'm like, I sound like such a tool.
Everybody's gonna be in my wedding when I'm drunk. You're gonna be in my wedding. I swear to God, I love Laura. Yeah, Laura. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I say it all the time. I'm not really ashamed of it because I do love everybody. Like, I just love everybody.
You should go
love
to
you.
Portland, open
I
up.
really should. And just be like, I love everyone. I
Free
love
love
you.
in
You wanna come
Portland.
home?
Open marriages. Jesus.
So
I ain't
speaking.
about that life.
Hold up.
I ain't about that life.
So speaking of free love, Avery and Johnny, they're talking and walking, and they talk about the ex-boyfriend, and then Avery's trying to put up a little front. Some guy tries hitting on Avery.
Right.
And he steps in, baby.
I
Yeah.
love the protector.
You love it?
I love
Love
that.
that.
And
I
she
love
was
it.
like, you didn't have to do
She was eating it
Right.
up. Like, you didn't have to do that, but if you didn't, I wouldn't have liked you.
Exactly. Let him
That's what
not
she
have
meant.
said anything.
Oh, I thought it was cute. Honestly, I think that he's so rad that I think I'm looking for issues with Avery, but I think she's probably a really cool chick, and I think they make a good couple.
Yeah.
She
I
does seem like
agree.
really cool. And then again with the whole going free love here, Jordan's up in the club
Dang.
and meets. First of all, Jordan, I don't know what your taste is in girls. Because
Okay.
Either.
What a weird. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
She was a hipster.
There was definitely some beer goggles on.
Yeah. Well, now here's the other thing. With the first girl, I kind of feel like it was edited to make it look like she was flirting with him, and it could have been more like they were just drunk, they had a conversation. She's like, oh my God, the real world, I love the real world, come meet my husband, I've been well, she did say open relationship.
It was
said
weird.
open.
It was
Awkward, like-
weird. The whole thing was freaking weird. I don't care how they edited it. Like, the girl, what was her name? Morgan, and then
Yeah.
she introduced the husband. She's like, I'm gonna have a cigarette, and it was I was so uncomfortable.
Call me. I'll help you guys go out.
Yeah, she
Right.
even said, I like you. You
Yeah,
guys remember
Right
her
there, and her
saying,
husband's all cheese ball. Like, hey. I'm like, what the heck?
her husband
was
Tony.
weird.
He was
Tony.
such a Tony.
They've been together for 11 years.
I can't.
It's
with
like,
that.
man, to each their own. If
11 years in Portland, like. Just kidding.
I actually
With
hear
free
that-
love, though.
I hear Portland's a pretty tight city, but like it's one of those places you have to go with a J and like just be willing to sit on the couch and watch it rain.
I love
I
watching
like doing
Portlandia.
that. We're watching
Great
it.
show.
And that must be the same thing.
Yeah, basically. it
Edit
is.
that out,
You have
okay.
to do the same thing to love Portlandia. Okay, they're at the club, whatever. Everyone's having a good time. The boys go out. They play basketball. Jordan headbutts Johnny in the eye. They go back to the house.
He has like natural
they're
steroids.
playing damn basketball, and Anastasia's like, "Why would you do that?
I know.
It's Johnny. But you don't know him.
You don't know him at all.
That's my favorite comment that you made the entire episode. Like, oh, because it's Johnny means something to
Right.
anybody.
Exactly.
Like, as if he's been your best friend since you were 5
I've
years
known
old.
him for 24 hours, you know?
And it's Johnny. Like, I just could not get over that. I mean, and once again, sticking your nose where it just so does not belong. And it was an obvious joke. Like, I just saw it. Like,
Jordan wasn't even convincing when he was telling the story.
Yeah, he's like got a big ass grin on his face.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a pretty good one though. In terms of pranks on Real World, I liked it. It was interesting enough.
Can we please talk about Marlon?
Better than hiding in the closet when people came.
Talking about Marlon with the numbers. I got digits. One's a doctor, one's a dancer. Like, dude.
Turn it down, Marlon.
He sounds like an AMP commercial.
You could be anybody with cameras following you and get digits. Like, that
Okay.
does not make you the man.
No, it does not.
Here's the thing. This is what I'm saying again. He probably is the man if he would stop trying to be the man.
Trying to be the man.
I do think I do see something cool in him.
Yeah.
And then he just goes and messes it up
Every
single
time.
time. Every
he
time.
adds a little layer of cheese. I'm like, I don't like cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, bro. Okay?
And that's that. I'm with you, dude.
All right. So they go out again. They bring these girls back.
God. I
Thirsty.
mean,
I hate to be
Should we drink
so
up our water
mean.
right
I know,
now?
go ahead.
I hate to be so mean, but I always am, so I actually must not hate it that much. These
good.
girls were literally heinous, and that's me being nice, because they're like there was their eyebrows or their just like the whole thing about them,
Sweat.
and I felt so bad for them because it was so blatantly obvious that they weren't wanted there. And if anybody would ever say to me like, you need to get up and get out, I would have been like, I would have said something back. Like, these girls just like got up and scurried out.
Can
Like,
we- wait.
be a little cooler than that.
Nicolette, can you stand up for a second? This is literally what how Marlon was dancing in the club with this girl. Stand up. Turn that way. He was literally
smacking.
patting. No, not smacking. He was literally like.
no, I didn't see that. I missed it.
First of all, I'm mad you really popped it like that.
Don't play.
Now, like, come on. You seen someone in the club like really like smacking it?
Right.
No, he was like across his body like
Tap,
Wait,
tap,
John-
tap.
patty
Right?
cake, bake.
Okay, can somebody else say anything about these
No,
chicks they
Marlon.
brought home so I'm not the only bad person?
Oh no! First of all,
They were a hot
They were thirsty,
mess.
grenades, bombs, whatever Jersey Shore called these bitches. That's
Exactly.
what these
That's
girls
what they
were.
were.
Hotmess.com, like hot breath. They look like they smell like lime and hot Cheetos.
Oh,
But I don't feel like the way they got kicked out, that shouldn't have happened like that. That was really mean and rude.
Well,
You know what?
that
You
is
go
how
out-
Boston does it.
If you go out and get drunk and make out with a dude, I mean, I'm sorry, like, and then you go back to his place and you get kicked out, I think that's in the realm of things that may happen.
First
And you're on
right.
camera.
Message to thirsty ass bitches.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. They were
Oh.
thirsty, but
But what? You
the
knew
girls were thirsty too. They were all thirsty.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No,
They
I
were
mean,
let
They all
on.
need to go get Gatorade.
Sprite? No, Sprite should have been the campaign. Obey your thirst.
your
Like should have been the
electrolytes.
campaign.
Obey
there.
your
Obey your
thirst.
thirst. That's the logo. Go with it. Sorry. I mean, you know you're on the Real World. You know we've all damn loved the Jersey Shore for how
Right.
long. You know what happens when you meet these people.
that's
Would
exactly
you
what
go
I'm
into the
saying.
Jersey Shore?
Would I go on? I would be a cast member on the
No.
Jersey.
Like, if they
Okay.
were like, come back to the house.
I
No.
sure would not.
I
If
wouldn't.
you have
Don't
a,
lie. If they ask
if you had a
Ronnie and I'll be
camera,
like, come,
nope.
Okay.
come to the house,
As
come
a
party
team
with
to
us.
hang out and party, yes.
Yeah,
Not-
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's not
come
what
back
they
to
were
the-
doing. They were gonna hook up.
They
They were
already
gonna-
hooked up
okay,
at the
what if
club.
they weren't
Yes.
gonna hook up?
Hook up.
They already hooked up at the
They
club.
did not have sex at the club.
No, I'm
making
no.
out,
What I'm
making
saying
out.
They were
is,
going to have
yeah,
sex.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm,
they
No,
wanted
no, no.
from
What I'm
going to
saying
their house.
clearly because they weren't just going to party because they had already made out at the club. Like maybe if
Oh,
they
right.
hadn't made out at the club and they were like, "Come back, we want to party."
Right.
But they were already all over sloppy on the dance
Ugh.
floor.
all
They
that
wanted
sweat.
to hook up. Girl, what are you doing? Like, you know. Don't act like you don't. These girls, they were thirsty. They wanted the Black Mamba. They
Okay.
wanted Captain Hook. Like, they wanted it. They wanted it
did.
really
I
bad.
wonder if it's a
They
hook.
didn't.
I'm into that.
They didn't get it. It was Captain Hook's dope.
But what I love about
She's
that,
dying.
what I
She's
love
dying.
about that is how Jordan completely took the heat from Bird, and they didn't say one thing to Marlon.
Or
know he-
Johnny. And
or
Johnny.
Johnny.
First of all, I would be Johnny. I would be the one
Me too.
to sit there and be like, girls, you gotta go. And then my favorite is
I love that he did that.
My
too.
favorite one was the one the girl that looked like Miss Piggy over with the little pigtails.
She did. Thank you. You
She
said
was
it.
like,
Good.
she was like, she like started
got
to
up.
sit up, and then she like, Bird was like, no, don't do that. And so she sat back down. John was like, up. She
I
was
know.
like, oh, okay. She got real irritated, real scared, real
He's
quick.
like, I'm not lying. I'm being serious.
And then you know they are not gonna call those girls. You guys can call and hang out with us. Thanks, leave your number.
Right.
I'm like, are y'all for
Bird-
real?
Okay, that was doing the most.
And that's why Bird's fake.
You at the club, okay.
Bird is fake as hell. Don't sit here and
Yeah.
yell at them talking
She
about,
is
you
that
shouldn't
great.
have done that. Then you shouldn't have told that girl you can hang out. You really gonna
You
hang,
hang out with her?
If you don't hang out with her, when we have you on the damn show, girl, I'm
See,
calling you. I'm
here-
clocking your teeth.
Here's the thing. I thought that Bird was right to an extent,
Yep.
but where she took it
Yep.
was like it made her in the wrong, and
Right.
the whole thing had
Where
nothing
was
to
the
do
moment
with her.
where you felt that she took it past the line?
Like when she was crying about it.
When the tears came down her
She
face.
cried about the girl?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like get,
No, she didn't cry about
I don't
that part.
know.
It
I
was
don't
about the
remember the
ranking
mo-
of her, the
Oh,
booty.
the butt. Yeah,
Wait,
that
but,
was the
but
cry.
before we get
We
into
don't-
that, no, I think it was when what's his name spilt the drink.
Oh.
At that point, it's like you're dealing with drunk people.
Exactly.
And you're wearing sunglasses.
At night. Bitch, this ain't the 80s. Who does that song?
Wear my sunglasses at night
so I can,
all right, let's find out.
Damn.
Again, Marlon.
All us up to shame. Chill.
Marlon, I don't even have words for you because how you gonna sit there and let Jordan get
Take the
punked
crap
out
completely.
Yeah. He even admitted, he's like, they were hounding Jordan and we didn't say nothing.
for that? Right.
Can you not say that?
All he's worried about is his Black Mamba dance, which I'm like, you thought about that. They use the word, and you're like, how can I make myself known on the real world?
So that people can print something on a T-shirt that reminds them of me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Black Mamba.
And he's playing that up too in Portland with all the little white girls like,
Yep.
yo, you know you want
Yo,
some.
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt.
Exactly.
All I got was this T-shirt from riding the Black Mamba.
Exactly. It's like, okay, next.
So next happened was the ranking of the booties. Basically, they come out, they explain, first of all, girls, you're coming out, first of all, Jessica, you coming out with, I don't know what kind of piece of
Okay.
bathing suit you were wearing that
Yeah.
MTV couldn't show it. They did Spring Break back in the 90s, and they showed everybody.
Right.
Like, yeah, what do you have covering your butt that we can't see unless, like, we can actually see your asshole?
Or she may just have some fat lips. I mean, real talk.
And request it for them not to be seen?
Yeah. No. Like, yeah.
No, I literally.
Okay.
We saw everybody else's, like, the entire cheeks.
Yeah.
Like, she must have, it must be her asshole. Like, or, like, the hair around it or something.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I think she took him to Arby's with that one. That's what I'm saying. She.
I am done. I can't. I gotta go. See ya.
All right, so they do the ranking thing. Bird takes it to like a whole nother level.
she already
Crying.
almost
This is
did.
where she starts
She just
crying.
needs to do less. Like,
Yes.
just do less.
She needs to turn down.
They
Turn
go
it
into
down.
this whole rant. Oh, this is where he pours the drink. So, and they're going to this thing about. You don't respect me, and are you dead
Bird
yet?
saying this?
Bird says you don't. He says I only treat people with kindness who I respect. She said you don't respect me, and then somehow he said something about are you dead yet?
Yeah, but that
That was with the
was
girls.
with the girls, and the thing with the
whole
with
booty
the
thing.
booty ranking.
She was telling
They
Johnny.
were walking back, and Johnny was like, "Boys and girls are different." What are we cracking up about?
Because she
I'm gonna let
said, this
you
is what
have it.
Bird
I'm gonna
said.
let you have it.
Screw guys, that is so wrong.
And so mean. Do you not know the difference between mean and not mean?
The thing is, no, hold on. This girl has a boyfriend, so like,
Why
Yeah.
do you care?
why do you even
Exactly.
care?
The
And,
other
like,
thing is, and I think this describes
It's your
Bird
life.
perfectly. Bird walks out in the most normal-looking tank top and shorts I've ever seen in my entire life,
Insecurity.
and goes, "Is this cute, girl? You are in a wife beater and shorts."
Where's your
Like-
Old Navy commercial?
like-
Goodbye.
Right.
well,
There's
I
nothing.
just-
There's nothing not cute or cute about that outfit. Like, it's
Honestly-
just. It's just an outfit.
Right.
I don't
Like-
think she really wanted to know if it was cute or not. I just think she was really distracted by the black.
Like mom.
No, she asked that, and then he
no,
pulled
no,
his
no.
pants down.
He took off the towel and
He was
had it just
moving
like
some
this
stuff.
for a second, okay, and had it in front of the junk, and she was just like,
Is this outfit
"Do I
cute?
look nice? Okay, like, do I look nice? I am not looking down there. Do you like this outfit? Because I don't know what to do. Either I'm gonna stare at your black mama, or I'm just gonna keep on
It was
walking.
like-
I'm gonna just ask if
It
I
was
look
just a
cute.
purple tank top and red shorts
Right.
and sneakers.
She knew
Right.
she
Didn't even
just looked
match.
average.
Yeah, it was
Bye,
just like
Felicia.
I did. So you know what? I think that describes her perfectly. And like she must be insecure because the way that she was talking about the booty thing and how upset she really was. I mean, girl, you've lived to 21
Let
and
it
you
go.
didn't know that that's what guys talk like.
Right.
She's
Like,
insecure.
at the end of the
Something
damn
happened.
day.
Something happened to her. I'm
and
telling you.
I actually
Something
think she has
happened.
the potential to be cool, and maybe we'll like her more as the show goes along. But you gotta just be more confident. And if you're wearing a tank top and shorts, honey,
And you know,
Get
it
over
could be
it.
sensitive.
also the way they're editing her. But like, I agree with you. I feel
Yeah.
like she's someone that I could chill with, but
No.
she's that friend. No, here's what I'm gonna say.
Not
She's
with that eye makeup.
She's that friend that, well, she obviously needs a gay guy in her life.
Okay.
But she's that friend that she gets over the top, and she just needs that friend that's like, bitch, calm down. Like, what are
See,
you
there's
doing?
no time for that though. There's no time to be putting friends in check. Y'all just need to get yourself together.
I can't
That's
be
just how
training
I
nobody.
roll. I can't be trained. Exactly.
No,
no, I
training,
can't. I
y'all
told
need
you
to
I like
know.
fixing
Right,
broken.
and she's full of it because she be getting checked all the time.
Oh, I be getting checked, but that's because not about
And
if
what-
I'm insecure or emotional.
She
No,
also
that's
got awkward when
I'm getting checked if I'm doing the most, which is normally all the time. So.
No, but no, okay,
Wait, okay,
but
she-
you can't say that she wasn't doing the most tonight.
I ain't
that
talking
was a-
about she's doing the most in a different kind of direction.
Well,
I don't just be
this
doing the
cast
most like
needs
that.
to be
Okay, wait.
sponsored by Snickers and Sprite. Need a moment and obey your thirst.
okay,
And they need a break, get a Twix.
She also bring it back in, team. She also kind of got offended when Jordan asked her if she hooked up with her boyfriend the first time. Like,
And she lied.
yeah, and he was just kind of making conversation. Like, you know, he's asking her questions. Why are you getting so defensive? Like,
Yeah.
either be like, yeah, I screwed him on the first night.
Like,
or-
I'm not like that.
or-
Girl, please.
Right, like first of all, and she's like, Jordan's
bird
being
flies.
really intrusive. Like, first of all, bitch, you came in the damn
Yeah,
house
that's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
my father's an alcoholic. I don't have a dad. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have
Over
sex
it.
with him at all. I'm like, that bird flies, girl. Okay, keep it real.
That bird spreads her wings
Okay.
and flies,
Yes,
okay?
exactly.
and fly away. On that note, let's head into predictions. Marissa's so over us. Marissa's running the
She's
booth
over
right now.
Okay.
Now,
You know what I like? We have a lot of sports this season. We've got the archery and then wakeboarding and look like skiing or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like activity time.
You totally lost it for a second. I was like, sports? What are we talking about?
I was like, are we on ESPN or what?
No,
damn.
No, I
here's
like
what-
that. And then we have a slip and slide. That's a tight sport.
Okay, that was the only one that I was excited. See,
Yeah.
the sports for me, I want that on the challenge. I don't want that on the real world. Building a slip and slide inside your apartment, awesome. That is
Okay.
Yeah, that's
gangster.
awesome. I'm interested in the extreme sports.
But I want the drama. I can't wait for
Ooh.
Bird's boyfriend.
Nalia to come. Oh, wait, that one
Naya.
too.
Well, I wonder what he's going to look like.
Yeah, I do
I
wonder.
hope
Right?
he
Yeah.
looks like a bird.
I'm surprised we didn't see him
An
come.
ostrich.
We hear her say she's gonna come, but we don't see it. So I don't know. Maybe something happens.
I mean, she's gone. They don't show her at all in any of the...
No.
No, I'm
That's
talking about
Joy.
Bird.
Oh, Joy. Okay, so sorry. I missed
Yeah, and we know Avery and Johnny have a future together.
Yes.
Yeah, and Naya's coming, and she.
I mean, it's
Beware.
like right. She
Naya
she
or
comes in, she
Beware.
turns that whole. I was like Katrina coming. through the
Okay.
house.
I wish we could talk about what we saw.
Can't wait. to do
Naya
it.
or Nick.
I just love the preview. And she's like, it's just too good to be true or what? And I'm like, girl, you need to take that somewhere else.
Okay. You want to talk about doing the most? She is doing the most.
She got into a fight with everybody, it seems like.
Like, but this bitch, not only
cried.
once, like this, I can understand one time where you pick something up in a fight, but
Right.
she had
She's
a
got a
lamp
shoe,
one
a
time,
lamp,
shoe,
Yup,
and then some blue glass thing that she had. I'm like,
I'm like,
girl.
Nick, calm it
about to
down.
get
I'm
real.
sorry, Naya, whatever. Okay.
Right. Ooh, Nick.
Okay.
We're gonna be calling you Nicholas
we gonna be calling
when we
you
clock
Nick.
the OT.
Calm it down.
All right. On that note, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys can keep up with us on AfterBuzz TV on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Keep the conversation going. Let us know what you guys think this season. We love the cast. What do you guys think? You can tweet me at DJ Jesse J.
You can tweet me, Instagram me at sensei_DRC, SINSE_DRC.
Drea Renee _N at Twitter and Instagram.
At Roxy Striar.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Views expressed here and those of the host only do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.